Hello? Alright, so I'm gonna try and make a series for this YouTube channel for season 5. It's basically called The Road to Eternity. I would say Celestial, but people don't really consider Celestial that good of a rank anyway. So I'm gonna try and make a Road to Eternity. And even if a mid-season comes out, that doesn't really matter. I'm still gonna make videos throughout that until the next season. And I will say, these are all the characters I am mostly comfortable with. I'm not completely confident in my aim as much right now, though. So I could arguably take off maybe Punisher, Phoenix, and maybe even Hela. But everybody else, for the most part, I feel like I can be pretty decent at. And the way that I want to go about this series is when I win or lose a game, depending on how awful I feel like I played that game, and I may not have enough time to assess that throughout the game. I may after the game go through a VOD just to see the mistakes I did and see what I can improve on and do better in the next game. Well, hopefully I remember to do that in the next game. But that will be the intention on how I go about these matches, is that I will likely make a VOD review after the match. So without further ado, I will begin this and then I'll cut back to when we're in game. Alright, so I had a match before this that I was gonna have as recorded and then make a video off that, but that game was so incredibly bad that I didn't want to bother. So I think I may have said this in the beginning, but I'll say it again. So depending on how these games go, I will likely have a section after the match where I go into a VOD review of my mistakes and stuff. Whether it's win or lose, it's just mainly depending on how I feel the game went. But it'll mostly be done when I lose. To see like what went wrong, what I did wrong, what other options I have, even if what I did was technically the right thing to do, and stuff like that. So, yeah. Like the other game before this was like the bans made no sense, or at least one of the bans made no sense. And how it was played out was absolutely horrid. So I'd rather not have that as the video. So hopefully this one goes better. I will say though, Hulk is definitely pretty decent in these low lobbies, as well as Venom. I'm just like not warmed up on these two. So like the only tanks I'm willing to play are like pretty much everybody else except these three. Like I can play Cap, but I'm not really that confident in playing Cap at the moment. So yeah. This gotta be like the first team too that's like not playing Gambit, by the way. I don't think Gambit's that hard. It's just you gotta get used to his buttons.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
And no Spidey. That's good news. That. Okay, this is a Widow. Okay, Hulk is getting started. We're gonna block off some damage there a bit. We have a Wolverine. I probably shouldn't have blocked that part. I just wanted the wall up top so the Wolverine can like do the kidnap ability. Once that wall goes down, I just have to be wary where I step. Yeah, I gotta play in here because the wolf. Throw the nest. If we're losing people, then gotta reload. Better heal up too. We're down people right now. So we're down our Hulk. We're back our Hulk. That's an SG? Okay, that freeze saved me. That freeze saved my life. Also on my ult. Lost both our DPS though.
Iron Man.
Looking for an ult. Ooh, that's huge. I don't know how much of us are here. Okay, we have enough here. I can look for an ult play. I'm gonna start pushing up here.
Ready to put on a show.
Gonna walk out away from the wolf. Just try and just poke out the healers. Pressure out the rocket and make them leave the game. Alright, probably thought it was gonna catch me and it didn't.
Holy shit! Hey, can you guys do something, please?
He had to reload on lucky timing. Or I could play this. I could just play him out, yeah. It's already too late to kind of swap, but yeah. They have like so much CC, it's like, why would I play something like Venom into that? After Wolf got buffed. But at the same time, it's like, Venom's pretty good into the Widow. Get rid of the nest so that we can push up. I have to get rid of this. I'm the only one shooting it. Oh my goodness. Like, no one's gonna die unless we shoot this thing.
I am ready to put on a show.
I was fine, thank you.
Should probably have fought the Wolverine there. Okay, dead. He's not gonna have portals come back in time. Okay, we got the penny. They don't have another ult to stall, so we're good. Wolverine's gonna touch, but yeah, I have a habit of like muting people from the very start of the game. Oh, I forgot I had a video on in the background. Whoops. I have a habit of like muting people from the very start of the game because this community has a habit of saying like very dumb things and sometimes vague comments. It's like you should switch, and it's like, okay, switch to what exactly? What else helps here? But I can't be bothered to ask the question because I mean, like, good. I mean, just talking like this kind of distracts me. Yeah, because I distracted myself just talking. I wasn't like taking goodwill notice of like how I was using Diamond Farm. So Strange could just walk up, use Diamond, and just use his ult for free. And I can't contest it. I shielded for myself, but maybe I could have placed a better shield for my team there. Maybe if I had like more time on this character, I can do that. But anyway. Yeah, he should die.
I am ready to put on a show.
We are not healing.
It's spider time!
Okay.
Truly enjoyed putting me down, Logan.
So what do we have now? We have Cloak and Dagger ult. They don't have anything to one-shot her out of it. And they just got out of gold, so they can't kidnap her out of it either. My aim's not the greatest. Get this rocket. You gotta like pressure rocket off of here. Try to get rid of this nest. You're the pennant. I'm thinking about playing Penny for defense, but I don't know. With how this team plays, I don't know if we'll benefit from it. Maybe we will. Yeah, I should look to take space here. Putting that shield onto the Widow. I guess reposition.
I am ready to put on a show!
Okay, that ult actually helped my Star-Lord there. Because the other idea I had for the ultimate there was so that they'd have to either look at the Star-Lord or look at me. But it just turned into a peel for the Star-Lord. Well, even the other way would have kind of peeled for the Star-Lord, so. Put that down, let the shield regen. Yeah, I gotta get this invisible woman. I think she had ult, maybe? I don't know. I think she had ult and was looking to make an ult play, but just didn't do it.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
The higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond.
Okay, so he does play Penny. Alright, I'll stick to Emma.
The higher the pressure, the higher the pressure, the more dazzling the diamond.
Yeah, I'll stick to this one.
Round 2.
Unlike some X-Men, I don't care who hates and fears me. A shield? How quaint.
Okay. I need to make it not a habit to speak too much during my gameplay.
Get ready.
Because the speaking during my gameplay actually hinders me. Because a lot of the time when I try to speak during my gameplay, I just end up autopiloting. So it's not great. It's not a good look to autopilot.
Not yet, but I'd be careful if I were you. The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
I can finish this without popping my claws.
Okay. On the right side.
Look who just showed up.
That won't come down extra
Okay,
protection.
then it's coming in and top left. Okay, they have Bucky too. Let me shoot this Venom. Pick enemies through my way. I'm linked by the Luna. I missed my cue. left too. Anon's going back. He just came back out of spawn. I'm just gonna. The only reason for me to, I think, push up here is just to like shield my Squirrel Girl, just so that she can like sit up there a little bit longer and not die for going out in the open like that. Ooh, that almost got her. If that was like full charge and he like hit every bullet, maybe. Okay, my shield's down, so I'm not gonna peek that Bucky yet.
I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, she died.
Enjoy the amplifier.
Okay, push up here. There's a thing.
Even train for this?
Double kill.
I stole 2 kills.
That's all of them.
I'm opening a portal.
Is he counter portaling? They didn't switch. It makes sense to do that if they switched. Okay, she's safe.
A shortcut through space.
I mean, sure. Some people are very creative with that.
Disappear.
I'm trying to like keep her away from like helping her teammates that are not inside the ult. I literally pressed F at a terrible time. That was such a snail pace action timing.
No
Reaction
followers.
timing.
All they did was make me angrier.
I pressed F there and wait, it's a 20-second cooldown. I had already used it. Okay, I would have died there anyway then because I wasn't really thinking. I should have ulted so I wouldn't get CC'd by the Emma ult. I mean from the thing ult as well.
Logan, look who's here.
I'm just dead here. I can't hold.
No worries.
We held quite a bit. They had like 3 minutes to make it all the way. We just need to like not feed and
Emma
just
Frost
be able to
never
hold.
surrenders.
They're triple support with res. Okay, we need to get a good fight with my ult here. We have Wolverine ult, we have Rocket ult coming online. I need to get I need to get an ult going. Okay, not a great Wolverine ult when we're not like here together. I wanna like create some space here. He's by himself. If I save my diamond form, okay, so I need to really save my diamond form more. If I do that, in situations like that where the Atom was trying to walk out, because my ult kind of like isolated them, my diamond form would have likely gotten the kill onto the Atom there. I can get thing killed here though. The squirrels.
Disappear.
They put under the Cloak and Dagger ult.
Born again. It's clobbering time.
Okay. Thing is just like feeding planes out. Hopefully we don't get pressure him out. That was really bad by me, but
I was fine.
do they have something else right now? This just like we could not get that much of an advantage from using it. Yeah, I'm not 100% team right now.
I was fine, but thank you.
Final score.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Even though we won, this is what I was saying at the beginning. Even though we won,
Victory.
I felt like that was really a terrible performance by me. So it's still like worth going back and seeing what I could have done better. Can I change my FOV? Because I think I need a bigger field of view. Because when that squirrel girl I was chasing at that end there, like I think she jumped. I had no idea. I was like, I had two things on my mind. I wanted to hit the rocket and I wanted to hit the squirrel girl. And then when the squirrel girl just like left my screen, I was like, wait, what just happened? And I just like looked around. I walked around. And I was like, wait, where is she? And it's like she just landed back on the floor on the high ground where I was just chasing her. I was like, oh. All right, hello. We're back for the VOD review. So again, as I said earlier, despite what I said about well, not really despite. I did say that even if we were to win a fight or a game, if I feel like I didn't play well, I'd still personally go through the VOD just to see what I could have done better and stuff. And like my gameplay was pretty sloppy. It's of course, you know, winnable still because it's, you know, diamond, bad rank, whatever, right? So one thing I want to go through is I'm really comfortable on Groot. I feel like Groot is good. I've been practicing Groot quite a bit the previous patch. And even in this patch now, he feels a lot better. So going into this comp, I still feel like Groot was the better choice. I feel like it was just the way that I was approaching the fight, especially due to the fact, as I was saying throughout the game, that when I speak, I kind of autopilot. So it's like, even though I want to commentate what I'm doing, just like share, because I think it's interesting to watch streamers and other YouTubers as they're playing the game, they're commentating what they're doing. But in the way that I do it, it's like I can't really do it as effectively because I just end up autopiloting, focusing kind of on talking while at the same time trying to play the game. So it's like it kind of messes with how I'm. It makes my gameplay a lot more messy than it usually is, to say the least. But ideally, though, walking into this game as Groot, it's fine walking main because I can, even though they have Wolverine and Wolverine could use the kidnap ability, because they buffed Iron Wall to where as long as I'm in the radius, I get CC immunity. So he can't kidnap me. He just goes right past through me. I can walk through main. But I have to be careful because like if the Iron Wall goes down, then it's like I gotta be careful how I approach. But if going main doesn't work, depending on the comp or how it's being played, if my team also knows how to play the map, we can literally just walk into this room, and it's harder for Wolverine to get value off of his kidnap because it's like he'd probably just hit the ceiling or something, right? It's harder for him to position, I'd imagine, to get a good kidnap in this room compared to this area out in the open where he has a lot more space to get that value. So that's one thing. I should... Yeah, let's go like this. I think bird's eye view is better. I'm not gonna like sit through here. I'm not gonna try and sit through this entire thing and go like point by point. Maybe I will on some videos, but I feel like just for some things I want to cover, I'm not gonna do that for this one. So also keeping in mind, especially because this is lower rank, I'm not gonna focus too much on other players. So like even though my Hulk inted here, it doesn't really matter too much to me personally. I'm mainly focused on myself, or at least I'll try to be. Okay, so one of the things as Groot is that each wall needs to have a purpose. Sometimes I may put out a wall or two just for the sake of putting out a wall because I'm hoping that they'll stay in front of my wall so I hit them. But yeah, every wall should pretty much have a purpose. Otherwise, you're just like wasting your cooldowns, and when you have no more walls, you're pretty much just a sitting duck as Groot in main. And especially against a Wolverine. And it would be made worse if they had a Bucky. Oh man, if they had a Bucky, it'd be even worse. Like, their comp could be so much better too, by the way, if they had like maybe Bucky over Widow. But I think this Widow's doing pretty well. But if this person was also a Bucky player and they switched out Strange for Emma, oh my goodness, that would be a comp where I don't feel like I'd want to play Groot into. And on that note, I think I'd probably... No, I don't think Venom would have worked, because I went Venom, like, at one point after this, and I got CC chained. It's not fun. Okay, so this wall, I think what I could have done with this wall is that, yes, it stops the Wolverine from walking into my team, but I feel like it didn't need to exactly be in this doorway. Because the other thing, too, is that, like, we could potentially use... Excuse me. We could potentially use the space in this room as well. So maybe if I, like, walked up a little further to the left and put the wall further in, so we could still, like, have that space to walk in. It wouldn't be too bad. But it's... I don't know, because like I still want to be in the radius, and I don't know if there's an LOS issue with the wall. Like, let's say if I, well, yeah, like if I have the wall here and I walk in front of here, even though this is the radius of the iron wall for me to have CC immunity, would I lose that CC immunity? Like, I don't know if that has LOS issues or not. But yeah, I feel like if I was a little bit more patient and walked a little bit further to the left, I could have put iron wall a little bit more inside the room. Or maybe I could have been more patient and just like walk more to the right, because since I have a wall here kind of for cover, and then once I walk up enough, I can just put an iron wall here so it's on point. The issue with that though is that even though that would give me CC immunity as I walk up in front of the Wolverine, it'd just be mainly me and my iron wall, and they'd quickly destroy that wall. So that's also kind of why I'm thinking putting the wall here was probably a better idea. So it wouldn't really get shot at. So like that's something like I'd have to think about, whether I want to put the wall more inside of here, or do I want to risk putting the wall here at the same time with me like running out. I think the latter is probably the better option. So I choose this positioning because even though my team, everybody's going to do this. Everybody just wants to walk down main. No one really wants to go around or like, you know. So I decided to go here because if we're playing against Penny, the number one thing you have to try and do against Penny players, in my opinion, that try to hold space like this, is you have to find angles. But most people, especially, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say what I was thinking of saying. most people just want to walk it down mid. Penny usually is good at punishing that, depending on the maps. On maps like this, she's really good at preventing people from just walking down mid. And a lot of people want to walk down mid, so because of how she plays, in stopping that play style, people just want to straight up ban her out. She wasn't banned out, but in my case, I know to try and find an angle and try to shoot the nest, so that would further allow my team to start walking up. Obviously, I'm the only one doing that, and I get slowed down trying to get rid of the nest because I get frozen, and my Squirrel Girl dies, which I notice, right? I noticed that on the screen that she died. So we're gonna have less firepower to walk in. So even if I like destroy the nest at this point, I'd probably die for it, because I notice most the rest of my team is like not playing around with me. They're not really pushing up as well. So obviously the best call for me is to just back up. But I feel like I had the right idea in trying to take an angle and utilizing this room. And I backed up further because I also noticed that we had Banner, not Hulk. But as soon as he transformed back into Hulk, I decided I'm going to push up more. Or begin to start pushing up while looking out for my team. Because that's one of the things too, is that typically when you think you should be able to push in, some tanks will just push in, think their team is like ready to go in, and then they just end up dying and wondering what's happening. So I'm still like trying to be careful with pushing up and looking around to see if my team's actually there or not, so I can begin pushing into the enemy team. So and I know I said I'm mainly looking at this to like look at my mistakes, but I feel like going over things like this to help remind me of good habits to keep is a good thing too. But yeah, as I said, I'm not gonna try and stay on this the entire time. I'm gonna like skip. Because I don't think there's anything else here.
This is gonna hurt.
I mean, he finally pushed up at one point. Okay, no, let's look at this fight again. How is this fight going? So we ulted in with Invisible Woman ult. Wait, do we double support ult? No, okay, that doesn't matter. How did I play this after that? So in this situation, when we're playing on a point, I think I should be helping my Bucky to fight the supports at this point. Like, if I notice my Bucky's ulting, I should do one of two things. Either just try and shoot the supports, because that's who I'd usually think the target is of a Bucky ult, or I'd probably still target the supports to try and push them out of the fight so they can't heal whoever Bucky is trying to ult, because when it comes to Bucky ult, you want to get the target of the Bucky ult down to the execution range so that they just die to his ult. So like either targeting the support who's probably the victim of the Bucky ult, or to push them out of the fight to prevent them from even healing whoever else got Bucky ulted is a pretty good idea, I'd imagine. So I think I was speaking during this time, so I was like too distracted from doing what I should have been doing, which was like targeting the supports. In this case, I probably was fine actually going for this, because like going for Wolverine forced them out, which allowed the rest of us to just collapse on the tanks who have no support and no damage to help them out. They can only survive for so long, right? Well, okay, they had Star-Lord, but everybody else like kind of pushed out of the fight, so I feel like it was fine. No. No, we still lost the fight though, because like we lost players. I don't know. Like if anyone in the comments or anyone that cares to like look and listen to this still so far, maybe you guys give me an idea of what more I could have done here. Like let's just get this fight from another perspective, like another angle on how this went. So quickly, right over here. So this is the Bucky ult. No, let's go to the beginning here, right? So it's Luna ult. I'm just targeting supports. Rocket leaves. The Wolverine ulted my Sue, and he tried to get me and the Sue, but he only got the Sue. I had pushed the Wolf out. I guess just not having Sue there just like automatically made us lose the fight. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I think this is when I was told to get off group, so I got off group. I'm not gonna talk about the Venom play. I'm just gonna like continue on with Emma.
This is real firepower!
It's spider time!
I took a while to get rid of the rocket ult. I felt like I was the only one shooting it, but so I feel like the ult there was still like probably didn't need to happen, but at the same time it's like it's last fight. I didn't want to risk it. And using my ult there forces Strange to keep his shield up so he can't put up any offensive pressure without risking getting CC'd by me and dying anyway, so. And then Wolf goes for touch, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna be honest, I think I can skip this entire rest of the round. Because the only thing I really care about at this point now is what happened on defense. So let's go to defense. Defense is what I care about, right?
I suppose that helps.
So my decision making to go for Diamond Form here was that Venom pretty much, if I remember correctly, I think he vined in. So because I think he vined in, I wanted to go for the CC chain to CC him, do a lot of damage, and hopefully kill him just before his team comes in to try and save him. But he is soul bonded, as you can see. And then instead of like trying to focus what's on point, I have kick up and ready, so I can go towards the rest of the team and just kick them back, and then go behind the environmental box here to not take too much damage from like 4 people. Which in my opinion is a really good idea. But this also may or may not have been a good idea in this certain timing. It's not like I would have known, but if I didn't go for that play and they're just closer, maybe the scrolls would have had more value here. Because me pushing them back gives them more space to try and shoot the squirrels. Yeah, because the squirrel's going to go for them, so they have more space. But they had no intention of shooting the squirrels, I guess, so. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Where am I here? Where am I? I'm here shooting the Atom. And I did call out that she linked to me. But I think the link only works on her, right? So like, if she links me, I don't do that much damage to her, and she can get lifesteal off of me. But I'm not shooting her. I'm trying to shoot him. And I did misplay with my shield here, because like these guys are already over on the right side, not here. It was just Adam. So I should have just I should have like been more patient with the shield, or placed it here if I noticed the Winter Soldier on that side, so I could prevent not just his damage, but him using his hook.
More vulnerable than ever.
So we ended up winning that defense. I'm just trying to shield for my Squirrel Girl. I even when some people come out of danger, sometimes they usually still end up staying in an easy line of fire position. So it's like I just leave my shield up just in case. Because like when my shield breaks, it makes a sound, which gives them the notification that like, okay, shield's broken, it's not there anymore, it's not gonna protect me. So I need to like be more careful with my movement to try and dodge whatever comes next. Because there are some times in the past where I would think that the person I'm shielding for is safe. I would put away my shield, and then they just take a million damage a second right after that. It's like, wait, what? I thought there was a shield here, right? So it's like, yeah, I just keep up my shield, usually just so that when it does break, it gives them the sound effect, which makes them know, okay, it broke, I need to not sit here anymore.
To put on a show!
But in higher levels of play, that should change, right? I guess. When I get better at VOD reviewing, it'll be a lot quicker than how I'm doing it. Because I don't know how long this VOD review is so far, but it'll be quicker when I get better at it eventually, maybe.
This is real firepower.
Okay, so I wasn't exactly sure where they all were because I was like just sitting behind the box. But obviously the play here is to just push up into the enemy team a little bit. I don't want to overextend because they have Bucky, and we are defense, not push. So we should just be playing to let them come to us rather than us going to them. But again, because it's Rocket Ult, I can afford to push up a little bit further.
I'm opening a portal.
They still have like 2 minutes. Okay, we want to get to the last fight here. How did I die? How did I die? Okay, so in this fight,
A shortcut through space.
we ignore that strange portal. In this fight, we lose Squirrel Girl because she overstayed her time. No. I'm not gonna blame her for that. Hold on. I think. Hold on. What could I have done here? Because like she's poking, and it's like one of two things could have happened. If I was like positioned with my Squirrel Girl, obviously I could have shielded or just left a shield for her. Oh right. So the reason I'm here in the first place was that I was thinking, because I noticed that they're pushing up, he's not gonna like, I don't know what his portal's gonna be, but I didn't want him to like get yanked by the Winter Soldier. So I was thinking of making a play where I would try to reposition the shield, even though I put it in mid. I was thinking of repositioning the shield behind the Strange to try and peel for him. Yeah, that was a bad idea. I should have committed to just like staying around my Squirrel Girl and looking to shield her instead as she tries to poke them out. That would have been the better play because I feel like that would have allowed her to like just sit there, spam damage more, and we likely would have won this last fight. But because I didn't position that way, she ended up taking too much poke and she ended up dying. So we're going into this fight now down a DPS. While they're like full HP, ready to go with an Adam Warlock in the back with Soul Bond. Yeah, it just takes so much. And then Thing also just like walks it down in my backline. I should have helped with this. I think I tried to play around the Strange ult, but realistically, I shouldn't just just shouldn't have let the Thing just go like run into my team like that. I should have checked him. I think. Yeah, I should have checked him. Because what I'm noticing in my games is that my other tank will typically also just run it down or try to make a play onto the enemy team and not really peel for the rest of the team. So, and I'm pretty much playing the character that would peel better, right? Because Emma usually dunks on the Thing. So it's probably best that I always check characters like the Thing when they try to W key the backline. Like Wolverine going to peel is like good and not good at the same time. Because if I'm there with the Wolverine, we just shred the Thing, and it's like it's a 4v4 at that point because he's not gonna get enough healing. Wolverine is absolutely broken in my opinion. Well, maybe less so because like the type of power creep that the devs are like putting into the game, but aside from that, yeah, just the main point taken here is that I should not let characters like the Thing just walk it down in my backline for free. Whether Wolverine is there or not, I need to like help check that tank and make sure they either die for it or they at the very least don't kill my support for it. And if they do, I need to try my best to make sure it's a trade at the very least. So, yeah. So, ultimately, I think we lose this fight. Mainly because I didn't peel for the Squirrel Girl, and because I didn't check the Thing on time. Because I didn't really check the Thing to like help. Because if I was back there with Wolf and my Rocket, I think we just kill Thing, and it's a 4v4. We have ults and we can defend. But because I didn't make that play, my team ended up just like dying, and I ended up dying. And they just ended up losing the fight. They used Rocket ult. And keeping in mind they're playing triple support, so even if, yeah, and then Adam goes for his ult, and whoever died comes back. Yeah, so that's the main mistake. I want to now skip to the last fight, or potentially last fight. It was over here, I believe, right? Where am I here? Where am I? They have a minute left. I think it's after this. I think it's probably like the fight after this. Okay, so I'm over here on this high ground, just like chasing Rocket, and like trying to like make sure this space here, they don't hold any of that space, right? And then at the same time, as well, keeping in mind that I'm talking, so I'm like kind of on autopilot at times. Thing tries to go into my team. I try to like beam him. And I'm also, yeah, he should just die there. But I'm also like, wait a minute. In my mind, it's like, okay, Thing is taking damage. He's almost dying, but I'm noticing that he's getting heals. So I'm like, okay, I think the Rocket is still sitting in the same area, so I'm gonna turn around again and try to pressure him back out again in hopes that my team can finish off the Thing, because he'll lack some healing from the Rocket. And then there's also Squirrel Girl here, right? Although I did not remember noticing the Atom, but I don't think it really mattered. I think I'm not really sure what to do in this position. I feel like maybe in higher ranks I easily would get punished for this. No, in higher ranks I feel like Thing would die already, and we would just push this. That's what I think would happen. So maybe me being here is not a bad idea. I think it's just like a matter of target prioritization, and considering that my aim is pretty horrid, my thought process here was that, okay, my aim is not that great. I at the very least want to pressure the rocket to like not consistently heal too much. So the second I noticed that he went on the wall, he would be out for a few seconds as I can turn around now to Squirrel Girl and push her out. I don't really think I care about the Emma too much. I think I may have my do I have my diamond form in case that in the case that she would like try to walk over to me and try to like CC me with her diamond form. Do I have that? No. Wait, hold on. Okay, I have it up now, so I don't care too much. But yeah, I pressure out the Squirrel Girl, which I think is a good thing because I don't want her beaming my teammates. But I was also kind of like it, as I said earlier, having in my mind, okay, Rocket's probably back to healing. I want to pressure him back out again. But what's also on my mind is like continuing to follow the Squirrel Girl, because I had those two things on my mind, and I wasn't really committed to one or the other. I just ended up like just losing sight of Squirrel Girl as I was chasing her.
Who's here?
And she jumps around this way, and I was like, wait, what's happening? I was like, yeah, I was like walking around, not really sure what's happening, and I just defaulted to just shooting the enemy Emma instead. And I noticed Rocket again, I go back for him. They just leave the high ground, and then Wolverine just carries the rest of the game, and then that's it. So in a situation like that, I feel like taking this high ground, taking this space, having a presence here is important. I feel like it was probably okay. I think, aside from getting better aim, committing to a target is really important here, because I think committing to a Squirrel Girl would have been better for me, because that's a DPS that's not shooting at my team. That's a DPS that the tank and Rocket are trying to peel for. And yeah, I feel like prioritizing in that situation, in that kind of situation, the Squirrel Girl would have probably have been better. At the maybe not to like chase her and kill her, because I don't know if I would be able to. Because the Rocket was there. But at least pressure her off of the high ground and then going back to like shooting the Rocket. I think that would have been way better instead of how I played it. It was just messy. I could have said this in fewer words. I could have played better, but yeah, those are the main things I wanted to like look at. And yeah, that's about it. So this is where the video pretty much ends. This is probably a very messy first video, but hopefully the videos after this will be done a lot better. And I'm really hoping my mic is catching a lot of my voice, because I'm not entirely sure. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, I will say, because of the first match I had, I will not record every single game, because some games are just absolutely horrid, and there are some times where I feel like I just want to like play the game and relax in ranked. Well, I'll still be trying in ranked, but like I don't want to like have to record every single game. But I feel like I do want to record as many games as I can, because they should be pretty fun games to watch and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.